The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Rolla. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news: a new Governor General now occupies Government House at Mount Fitzwilliam in the capital. Dame Marguerite Pindli was officially sworn in this morning. She replaces His Excellency Sir Arthur Folkes, who has retired after serving as Governor General for the past 4 years. During the ceremony at Government House this morning, friends, family members, and well-wishers from virtually every sector of society turned out to witness the swearing in. In her inaugural speech as the country's second female Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Marguerite Pindli expressed gratitude to God and to the Bahamian people who have supported her as she reached the pinnacle in public life. Now, she also had special thanks for her late husband, former Prime Minister Sir Lyndon Pindli.
I would also like to pay special tribute to my late husband, Sir Lyndon Pindli, for the love and companionship, and for the honor and respect he extended to me throughout our lives together, and for the great friendship and common interests that joined us together. He was a great husband and father, and I continue to miss him every single day of my life. One of the things that may not be widely known about me is that it was actually Sir Lyndon who instilled in me the virtue of prayer. He always encouraged me to kneel with him in quiet and private prayer, as often as we could, to offer up thanks to Almighty God for his many blessings.
Her Excellency Dame Marguerite Pindli pledged to serve the Bahamian people at all times to the best of her ability, and she also called on Bahamians to put their differences aside and help to build a better Bahamas.
I am absolutely determined to fulfill that duty without unwavering consistency and in the fullest possible measure. Be assured, therefore, that in me you will have a Governor General who will strive at all times, both in action and in word, to promote unity over division, harmony over discord, and love over enmity. I will be a Governor General not just for some, but for all Bahamians, wherever they may be and whomever they may be. Let us stop fighting each other. Instead, let us come together, let us unite as one to help build our country so that we can continue to march to greatness and to goodness.
In other news, top executives of the Bahamas National Festival Commission traveling to Grand Bahama today, promoting an event that is expected to be a multi-million-dollar investment in Bahamian culture. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
It's going to be the most exciting cultural event of Hit the Bahamas in its history.
Executives of the Bahamas National Carnival Commission making their rounds of the media circuit on Grand Bahama as they stopped into ZNS Studios Tuesday morning. Their goal is to use every medium possible to saturate the country about this historic cultural event. Chairman of the Bahamas Carnival Commission, Paul Major.
It's going to be a 4-day action-packed event, music concerts, street marches. I just want to take 2 seconds to make the Bahamas comfortable with the name Carnival. It is no more than a vehicle to attract people to do something that the whole world is doing already.
Technical Director Percy Vola Francis, along with Commission member Freddie Munnings Jr., say the mega festival will not only feature all things Bahamian, but will put Bahamian entertainers economically in the driver's seat.
We're hoping to draw a very, very large new market of people from all over the world to become a part of Bahamas Carnival. We are the only country right now without a carnival. Everybody's making millions besides us, and so we want to just grasp this opportunity to be a part of this beneficiary, and we want to congratulate the government for, and particularly the Prime Minister for coming up with such a wonderful idea.
How much would costing in terms of putting on a parade of this magnitude or a carnival of this magnitude?
Well, there's possibly $9 million that's being spent. I mean, we spend $110 million on roads. So don't you think we could spend $9 million on our people and for the development of ourselves?
The prize money is designed to attract the best that we have. $20,000 is not a little bit of money in today's economy. And so the winning entrant will be, the winner will get $20,000. The second runner-up is $12,500. Third runner-up is $7,500. Fourth runner-up, and even those who will get at least $1,000 for the first 10.
Among those promoting this historic mega cultural event is popular Bahamian entertainer Julian Boothe.
I've been traveling throughout the United States for the last 10 years, trying to create exposure for myself, investing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, I have the goal in my backyard. It feels good to leave America, to come home, to create the opportunity that I've been searching for my entire life. And that's the most important thing. You have all of the music people now coming to you, rather than you having to fight to get to them and to compete with the rest of the people around the world. So this is huge. It's huge for our culture. It's huge for the musicians. It's huge for the singers. It's huge for the songwriters. Huge for the producers. It's just huge for the Bahamas. And I see it. I see the vision, you know, and I'm gonna be ready. So everybody, y'all gotta get ready too.
He gave us a preview of the Caribbean slide.
Everybody just move to the left, now move to the right, move to the right, now move to the left, move to the right, crisscross, and just represent the Bahamas, that's all. And that's what it's about. Bahamas Carnival 2015. Get behind the movement. This powered by John Canoe and the spirit and the rhythm of the Bahamas. You know what you gotta do.
Joan Davis Rowe, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Joan. Well, it's just 2 days before the country celebrates its 41st anniversary of independence. Last evening, an ecumenical service of Thanksgiving was held in the Western District under the theme Celebrating Our Culture, a Commitment to Peace. Residents gathered at Bethel Deliverance Center, an 8-mile walk for our pre-independence ecumenical service of Thanksgiving. Those in attendance gave God thanks and praise as prayers were lifted for the nation. Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Michael Darville, says Bahamians must give thanks to God for where He has brought us from.
When we look at where the Lord has brought us from, we must stop and give thanks for His goodness. And as we press forward, onward, upward together as a people, let us celebrate our freedom and our heritage that helped us shape what we are as a nation. Our theme for this year's independence anniversary, Celebrating Our Culture, a Commitment to Peace, encourages us to appreciate what it means to be Bahamian and the fact that we must never lose sight of our solid godly foundation built by our forefathers and leaders in the church.
Bringing the word was Reverend Elvis Burrows of Central Zion Baptist Church. He says Bahamians must be grateful to those persons who have made many sacrifices to bring the country to where it is today.
Man like Sir Lyndon Pindli and Sir Milo Butler, Sir Cecil Wallace, Sir Arnold Folks and Honorable Maurice Moore, Dame Johnson, just to name a few, and so many others who initiated the push for independence from England. These are some of the men and women who are responsible for us and who paved the road and sacrificed so much for us as a people. And that is why we can boast of a culture that is the envy of the region.
He admits that this country has its share of challenges.
Yes, there is crime. Yes, there is violence. Unemployment is still too high. Discrimination and other social problems. But we can still boast of living in a country where we are relatively safe and free. And for this, we ought to give God thanks in the short history of our country. And 41 years is a reminder that we must take stock. 41 years is a reminder that we must evaluate and we must make the difficult decisions if we are going to maintain our stability as one of the leading nations in this region. We can't bury our heads in the sand any longer. Let us agree that our culture is under attack. And tonight, we as well-thinking Bahamians must make a commitment to return to a culture of peace if we are going to protect this country for generations yet unborn.
But he says Bahamians must commit to a culture of peace.
We need divine intervention, and we need it right now. We need it tonight. And so as a people, we must call on the Prince of Peace, for without him there is no lasting peace. It comes from the Prince of Peace.
The government is staging a special ceremony this evening in the nation's capital to honor 41 outstanding Bahamians for their commitment to the development of culture in the Bahamas. A former educator and prominent author from Grand Bahama is among the list of cultural warriors. Megan Shepard has this story.
Are just a few of her many titles. She's been honored several times, but this Independence holiday, Dr. Susan J. Wallace will be honored on a national level for her contributions to cultural preservation.
Honor means to me that I'm performing some good in the community. I've always wanted to do something that would stir the community. I don't believe in doing things half-heartedly. I'm a person for excellence in everything. And I've been working, even maybe undercover, for quite a long time. It pleases me because I think that I am on the right track. I think that I'm doing something to help other people, and particularly my country.
Dr. Wallace grew up in West End until the age of 14 when she moved to the nation's capital. She says she's watched the country evolve during her 83 years and explains what it was like witnessing the country become an independent nation.
Well, I was on the Western Fort when all of the activity was going on, and it was an exciting time. You mean we're going to be independent? You know, I think all of the responsibilities for being independent didn't hit us at that time when we saw that flag, one come down and the other one go up. But everybody was excited. It was something brand new for us. And we wanted to see this day. And so we were watching it. I guess I was old enough then to be able to watch and see what happens afterwards. And I don't think we could have been where we are now if we had stayed a country that was beholding to Britain. I don't think we could have been where we are now. We could be even further, but I believe that we're free, and it's good to be free.
Dr. Wallace has traveled around the world as a pastor and has had a Bible college for 15 years before it closed in 2013. Though she's made a huge impact on the Bahamas, Caribbean, and the world, Dr. Wallace says everything she does in life is guided by the voice of God, and there's still more left for her to do.
Right now, he's telling me that all of the work that you did for me during those years, from you started in ministry, they are culminating right now in a big national revival for the whole of the Bahamas, and I believe the Caribbean too. So this is where I'm headed. I'm heading for a national revival, and we are planning like anything, and we're getting there. Not only getting there, we have, I believe that before you can come up with anything that's as major as this, you have to plan.
Dr. Susan J. Wallace is one of 41 persons that will be honored this Independence in New Providence. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Bahamas, independent Bahamas, Bahamas, Bahamas.
So that's the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Spirit of Independence, Alive and Well on Grand Bahama, as a local organization, has embarked on an initiative to help the young and the young at heart. John Davis Roll reports.
The goal of the Make Grand Bahama Grand Committee is to make Grand Bahama grand again. On Tuesday morning, their quest continued at the Urban Renewal Office on the second floor of the Harold de Gregory building. Their president of the committee and brain tumor survivor businessman Charles Boothe launched a special initiative in support of 3 local organizations.
We're here today to give the Urban Renewal Center's salsa tickets for the big salsa that's planned for the 26th of July, which is a part of a 2-day celebration where we'll be bringing down Darrell Miller Live for a 2.5-hour show from downtown Freeport. And the following day, the 26th, we're going to have an all-day South Out, where we're going to be serving dishes, we're going to have vendors, we're going to be having entertainment. So in that spirit of giving, as we've done in the past, we have picked out the urban renewal centers because they've been doing so much to help so many persons of all ages. So we've invited them to accept some tickets on our behalf for the 9 centers from east to west, north to south, and also the children's home and also the home for the aged on Grand Bahama.
Among the beneficiaries is one of the government's leading social agencies, Urban Renewal 2.0. Deputy Director of Urban Renewal on Grand Bahama, Michelle Reckley.
God always loves a cheerful giver, and today, even in his condition, he's reminded of independence, and he's using independence in a form to give back to his country, to his Bahamians, and that alone speaks volume. You know, our seniors, a lot of them are in the house and hardly ever get to come out, and we take them out once a week. But during this independence, they will be treated to something extra, and all because of Mr. Boothe's heart. You know, and I am so grateful for him for recognizing them.
Grand Bahama Children's Home Committee member Karen Smith was also thrilled for the support.
To know that someone out there like Mr. Boothe is thinking of them at the children's home and extending a warm hand, a kind heart, so that they can, 1, get out, and 2, help to satisfy a need. That's something that our staff does not have to worry about, thinking about how they're going to feed them that day, and it becomes an extra special treat. So for us, things like that, gestures like this are a godsend, and we live on it, we thrive on it. That's how we exist, and the more people in the community that do that is going to keep the children's home going and being a productive force in rearing the next generation, that these children are not cast away, but they are embraced and loved by our entire community.
Joan Davis-Rowe, ZNS Network News.
High school is complete and now graduates are preparing to enter the world of college. Coordinator Stephanie Burrows says she came up with the idea of the IPAC for College seminar after she helped 2 young ladies get prepared for the life-changing transition that they were about to undertake. The week-long seminar will focus on a number of topics, including finding friends, time management, money management, and even offer dating advice. The seminar begins on Monday, July 14th, and Burrows says a lot of exciting, young, and experienced speakers are on the lineup.
We thought to bring about this seminar, and we have lots of speakers coming in for the entire week, dynamic, well-prepared, well-energetic speakers. We have Megan Shepherd, who will be on Monday, speaking about how to succeed in your classes. Lynn Ferno would be speaking on finding friends. Fallon Simonet on living with a roommate. We have Lurlene Burrows, who will be speaking on making sense out of your dollars. McMahon Campbell, who will be talking about the social life in college, and dating games by Navarre Smith.
Now, presenters Lynn Frano and Megan Shepherd are encouraging both young men and women to sign up for the seminars, as transitioning to college can present some challenges, and the range of topics will help make the move to college a bit smoother.
Can never be too prepared to go off to college, and so I'm happy to take part with so many of my colleagues that I work with on a regular basis, and I'll be presenting on finding friends, which is crucial when you get to college, and actually some of my best friends are friends that I met in college.
We just want to encourage both young men and women, 11th grade, 12th grade. You think about college at home or abroad, you just come out, sign up. It's going to be a lot of information, a lot of interesting presenters, refreshments, and it's going to be fun. We have spiritual devotion in the morning. We're going to work on your spiritual side, talk about financial, talk about the fun part of college.
Stay with us. Ricardo Liveborn has a check on sports when we come back.
Everybody, and welcome to Sports and Ricardo Liveborn. Sheena says tonight's sports is dedicated to the class of 2000 for Jock Hayward High School. She didn't even know where Jock Hayward is. Anyhow, Fast Break Management coordinated the Strive for Pride Run Walk in aid of the Grand Bahama Children's Home that was held on Saturday. I say mission accomplished for a worthy cause. The Strive for Pride Run Walk started at the Torrey Gate International Bazaar and a full field of runners and walkers. The competitors taking it to the mall drive headed north, and guess what? It's all about bragging rights. Some of the competitors use every means possible to block out the distractions just to compete. The event's coordinated by the Fast Track Management to assist the Grand Bahama Children's Home. The king of the road, Delroy Boothe, won the run segment and felt pretty good.
First is always, like you say, but I looking for time now again, so I back off from the marathon for a little while, so I'm building up the 5,000 speed again, and then I'll go back into the marathon running to go out, breaking my another national record again.
The thrill of the competition brought out the best of the best for the Stride for Pride. Even Andre Williams took part, and he won the over 30 category.
I really enjoyed it. I'm just doing these runs to help with my capacity, but just extra training for me, and just wanted to support the Fast Track Club, and so just want to thank God to be out here.
Romeo Seymour used the event as a training venture. Come on, Don Lang, it's only a 5K. Finish strong, bro. Lynette McMinnis also won the 50 and over division and said she had a very good run.
I'm very excited. It was a hot day today, so it was tough out there, sweaty, or should I say glowing, but I'm very excited to have finished him first.
Give Chris Baker a hand completing the race and won the 60 and over division. Michael Gray took the walk category, and congratulations, the female walking champion, that's Chaz Cartwright, and in record time. 12 and under champs was DeMar Smith and Aliko Smith. Congrats goes to Shamara Major, Alexandra Smith, and Alexa Smith, the girls 12 and under. The Strive for Pride was a pre-independence event. The Grand Bahama Children's Home was the major incentive to run and walk, and a special thank you for participation. Okay, group shot here. Great job, guys, and also Fast Track Management team. That 2-minute sports was brought to you by Shishina Roll, class of 2000 for Jack Haywood High. That's a look at it, Sports Tonight.